Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's John Campea, and you know, August is now upon us, which means we got a whole slew of new movies coming out now. Not a lot of big, super high profile movies, but some quality looking movies coming nonetheless. So I wanted to put together this quick video about the 5 movies in August that I am most looking forward to. Now, before we get to those 5, there are a couple of honorable mentions I want to throw in here as well, and they both happen to come from Sony. Honorable mention number 1 is the movie Alpha. Now, this is the original boy and his dog looking movie, and this is a movie that Sony's actually been advertising for almost a year now, probably even over a year since they dropped their first trailer. Another good example why it's kind of pointless to release a trailer so far in advance. This doesn't look great per se, but it looks intriguing and it looks like it has some possibilities to it, so I wanted to put it on here on my honorable mentions list. The second film I wanted to mention here in honorable mentions is a mystery thriller starring John Cho and Deborah Messing called Searching. Now look, the trailers for this film have simply not looked good. I've seen the trailers for this number of times, never intrigued me at all. But the reason I'm putting it on my honorables mention list is because I know a couple of people who have seen like early screenings of it, and they're saying it's in their top 5 favorite films of the year. Again, I don't want to put it on my list because the trailers haven't looked all that great, but I'm hearing from some solid people that this movie is great. Now, I don't think this is going to be a hit film by any stretch of the imagination, but this movie might quietly actually be the best film of the month, so I wanted to make sure I put it here on my list. Opens on August 24th. Keep your eyes open for Searching. All right, so let's get to my top 5 now here. Coming in my number 5 spot of the films I'm really looking forward to in August, number 5, opening on August 17th, is the new Mark Wahlberg film, Mile 22. Why am I looking forward to this movie? One simple word, action. Now, it should be noted here that the movie is being directed by Peter Berg. Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg have put out 3 outstanding movies together in a row, starting with Lone Survivor, then 2 movies they did together in 2016, Deepwater Horizon, which was surprisingly good. That was a movie that didn't look so hot, and it was excellent. And then also in 2016, they did Patriots Day together, which was, again, an outstanding film, deserves some Oscar consideration. So these guys are on a roll together. Now they've got Mile 22. The film also stars Walking Dead star Lauren Cohen. You guys will recognize her from the show. Of course, she looks good. Now, of course, we also got former MMA and now WWE star Ronda Rousey's in the film as well. The most intriguing name in this movie, though, is probably Iko Uwais. Now, I'm probably mispronouncing his name, but you guys will recognize him undoubtedly from The Raid and The Raid 2. This guy has appeared in some great action stuff. He also made an appearance in Star Wars The Force Awakens. Remember, he showed up in that one scene on Han Solo's ship. And from the looks of the trailer, the action involving him will not disappoint. And that really is the magic word here with Mile 22. Action. The trailers promise action. They're bringing in actors who have experience with action, and that's what they're selling. Action, action, action. Seeing Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg get together to do this. Now, of course, you also got this little actor by the name of John Malkovich, which adds to the intrigue. So once again, Mile 22 opens on August 17th. At number 4, opening just a couple of days earlier on August 15th, is the new film Crazy Rich Asians. Now, this film stars Constance Wu, who is nothing short of awesome on her TV show, Fresh Off the Boat. It's also got the immortal Michelle Yeoh, who's just incredible in everything she's in. This is a romantic comedy, a little bit in the vein. You'd be forgiven if you try to draw comparisons between the way it looks in like a 50 Shades or something like that, except this looks entertaining. I've loved the trailers. The trailers completely sold me on this movie. I think it looks light, it looks fun, it looks engaging, it looks like it's going to have a little bit of heart to it as well. It's got some really classic motifs in there from these types of comedies that kind of work and you kind of look for in these things. Now, the one little hesitation, and maybe the reason I don't rank this film a little bit higher on my list, is that it's being directed by John M. Chu. Now, John M. Chu's not a terrible director, but he has directed G.I. Joe 2, he directed Now You See Me 2, and he directed a couple of Justin Bieber documentaries. Nothing really there standing out that screams this guy can turn in a terrific movie. However, the proof is in the pudding. Right now, what we're seeing looks really solid. I'm looking forward to this movie. Once again, Crazy Rich Asians opens on August 15th. Coming in at number 3 on the films I'm looking forward to in August is the Jason Statham Giant Shark long overdue movie. They've been trying to get this movie made for over a decade. The Meg. Now, first of all, the first trailer, okay. The second trailer was a big step up. It looks like it's going to be big, crazy, giant shark kind of fun. Jason Statham looks like he's going to be perfect for this. I've also really liked the addition of Rainn Wilson and the way it looks like he's going to come across in the movie. Judging from the trailers, that looks great as well. Now, this movie has screened for a few critics already. I didn't go to one of the early screenings yet, but the word is that it is just that. It's crazy fun. That's exactly what this type of a movie needs to be. Go for the campy, fun, have some good laughs in there, some good crazy action, have some great shark gore in there as well, and you got yourself a winner. And from all indications, it looks like this movie is doing it. Meg opens on August 10th in theaters everywhere, and I gotta admit, I'm really excited about seeing it. In my number 2 spot is a movie that probably a lot of you aren't even looking forward to at all. It's one of those movies that's going to be something you're either dying to see or you think should have never been made, and that's Happytime Murders, opening up on August 24th. Now, this movie, of course, stars Melissa McCarthy, and that's either a pro or a con for you, depending on where you're at with Melissa McCarthy. To me, she's hit and miss. Sometimes her movies are terrible. Sometimes she's absolutely hilarious. But look, to me, this is all about the trailer. Like I said, the trailer was very divisive. It seems like there's no middle ground with Happytime Murders. You absolutely think it's one of the best, funniest trailers you've ever seen, or you think it looks like absolute garbage. There doesn't seem to be a lot of middle ground. I got to admit, I'm one of those guys that it absolutely knocked it out of the park for. I laughed myself sick watching this trailer. Now, maybe this is a case where all the funniest moments in the movie are in the trailer, which will be disappointing. But look, this trailer grabbed my attention. It's had my attention ever since. I've been counting down the days to see this movie ever since I first saw it. I think it's going to be absolutely hilarious. So that's why Happytime Murders, once again opening on August 24th, is my number 2 film that I'm looking forward to in August. And that, of course, brings us to the number 1 film that I'm looking forward to in August. And it's no surprise, it's probably the number 1 film that most of you are looking forward to already. And that's opening in just a couple of days on August 3rd, Christopher Robin. Ewan McGregor comes back as the literary character, now all grown up, and he gets visited again by Winnie the Pooh and all of his other friends. These trailers have been spectacular. They have you heartfelt, whatever. I mean, I'll be laying in bed with Anne at night getting ready to go sleep, and Anne will just be like crying and laughing just because she's watching these damn Christopher Robin trailers over and over and over and over again. And I think a lot of people are. And you know, you mentioned the premise of Christopher Robin, and I think, okay, yeah, that sounds like it's got some promise. The way it's been manifesting in these trailers so far has been magical, heartfelt, endearing, and it looks like it's just going to bring a hell of a lot of joy. Now, this is a movie that you need to have a little bit of skepticism about because Disney, unlike what they normally do, they seem to be holding off the reviews and the review embargo on this movie until pretty much not the last minute, but very close to the last minute. And that's not normally what Disney does. That has made me a little bit worried, to be honest with you, but still, take that aside and just look at what we got in front of us. The trailers, the marketing, the cast, the people involved, the way it looks. Christopher Robin looks like it's easily going to be the best film of August and maybe one of the best films of the year. I mean, obviously we don't want to say that until we see the movie, but as far as how good it looks absolutely incredible. Opens in just a couple of days. You know I'm going to be there. You know a lot of you guys are going to be there on opening weekend. Christopher Robin is my number 1 film to look forward to in August. So once again, to sum up the movies to look forward to in August, starting off with a couple of honorable mentions. Number 1, Alpha. That looks intriguing. And number 2, Searching. Some people are saying some really good things about that already. But at number 5 is Mile 22. At number 4 is Crazy Rich Asians. At number 3, The Meg. At number 2, Happytime Murders. And for a lot of us, the number 1 film to look forward to in August, of course, Christopher Robin. So there you have it, guys. August is that tail end of the summer. You'd think not a lot of really good stuff coming out, but there are some really good looking films coming out that I think have got a lot of promise and a lot of potential. So jump down to the comments section. Let me know, guys, what are the movies in August that you're looking forward to the most this month? Let me know your thoughts there and add to the conversation. That'll do it for me, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me. My name's John Campea, and until the next video, bye-bye.